because there was like nobody around. It was really quiet. Same thing every day. Wake up at like 4 a.m., go to the gym, go to work. It finishes at 3 p.m. I do nothing the whole day. So I was really depressed. So I thought after the 4 months of the qualification thing I do, if I go back to Sydney, it'll be better. I went back to Sydney and I was still really depressed. But I think it's because I wasn't able to like recover from all the like bad feelings I've had. Because when I went to Australia, I was already like mentally tired from Korea. Because in 2023, I did my minor in acting and I had my short film going on. So that year was like super tiring for me. So I didn't recover from those. After I finished, I went to Australia right away. And I went to Australia and then I didn't really have the time to think. I was like, I was stressed because I was a supervisor, so I had this stress coming up because now I have to care about the total revenue, so like how much we sell that day, and there are times that we didn't sell that much, so I have to cut staff's hour. That's stressful for me because I know how hard it is for them, when they don't get enough money. In Australia, it's so expensive here. I earn more, but I use more at the same time. And at that time, my friend that works in the drama industry, she was telling me that, oh, I think I could get you a job in a film that's gonna be coming up, and it's gonna be for a year. And at that point, I was like, okay, should I go to Korea? Because what am I doing here? Not doing the job related to my major, and just doing alba. Like it's alba for Koreans. So I was like, is it worth it? Like I don't regret my 1 year experience I had there, but is it worth doing the same thing again for another year? Like I'm getting older, and this is not what I want to do in the future. But what's the meaning of me staying there another year? Because I had enough experience. The money is the same that I can save in Korea because you use less money. And it's not related to my job. Like I don't have any family and friends here. All my friends that I'm close to are all in Korea. Like I don't have a lot of friends. Like the friends that I feel really close are all in Korea. So I was like thinking, and I was so depressed at that time. I was like crying a lot because I was stressed from work. I was stressed from everything. I was just really depressed. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do the work related to my job. And I came here because these days I'm like, okay, money is a problem too, but the most big problem to get out of this country is visa.
Yeah.
Where am I gonna get this visa?
My friend.
And so that's why I'm thinking of London, because the film industry is the next big industry after America. So the thing is, I have like no like European or UK dream at all. I'm not a person that has like, oh, I want to live in Europe, I want to be in UK. The only reason I think London might be a choice is because of the industry. But London, after I graduate, I'll have 2 years of graduation visa. And then if I don't find a company that can sponsor me for the visa, I actually have 2 more years with the working holiday visa. So I can actually have 4 extra years after graduation. But America doesn't have working holiday visas. So if I think about that, even Australia, I only have 2 years. Was it 3 years? But because I already used my working holiday visa. So at the moment, it feels like London will be the best choice because I don't like hate London. Like I want to try living here. It's just I don't have like a London dream.
No.
I have a very American. Actually, I kind of got mixed up.
You do have a fair accent.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like now it's all mixed up. Like if I used to speak like an American accent, you have to move your tongue a lot. So if I'm getting orders, if someone comes like, are you ready to order? Are you dining in or are you doing takeaway? But then like now because Australians use their tongue less, I'm like, are you ready to order? I have a here or takeaway? I use my tongue less. Yeah. What's your plan after graduation then?
I have no idea. I think, like when I was a freshman, I thought that I would be able to like keep making films right after graduation and become a director right away. But now we know that that's not the case. So I'm also like not planning, but I'm thinking of moving overseas for graduate school.
It's all about the connections you have.
So I'm thinking of getting a job first.
If that works out,
if that works out,
It's just so hard to get a job when you're not in that country. And that's why I'm thinking of London because it does have a big industry in films. And I was looking at universities recently. Like like the famous film schools is just too expensive. It's like 8 up per year, and I can't pay that because I can't get any support from my parents right now, even for living at all. I have to get everything by myself. And it's gonna take me like 6 years to. Well, like you know me, you never see me do line producer that much.
Yeah, no. What about acting? Studying acting in graduate school.
I did think about it, but there's no future for me if I do that. Well, how am I gonna go get a visa? That's the problem. Because unless I get famous in that like graduation year, I'm just gonna get kicked out of the country. And it's really hard because acting in English and acting in Korean is quite different. So you're thinking you might get a job in New York? Why not Cali?
I've been there twice. California, yeah, and I loved it. But I think it suits me better as a traveling city, not a living city.
The steak is really good too. I love this potato mash sauce. Dishes. I'll be an actor for you.
Oh.
By the way, I'm a terrible actor, so.
What do you mean? You're not.
You never seen me act though.
But you got into film roles.
True, but
I can't believe you're like 26 in Korean age. Because what do you mean? I feel like 22 at most.
I can't be 26. I'm not that old. No, I am old, but I'm not that mature. So sad. Like, I feel like not that much, but I am starting to feel pressure about age compared to the years before.
I mean, wait, when's your birthday?
Feb.
Oh, wait, so are you 25?
Yeah. I am 25 already.
I mean, at least that's right in the middle.
Yeah. If you think about it, when we were filming Sour, we acted like we were super like mature in this film and know a lot, but it's just 22-year-old little girl.
Yeah. Do you have a license?
No.
You don't?
I don't have it.
Are you gonna get one?
And so far, so I don't feel like I need a license, so I'm not getting it yet.
Okay. Then how did you commute in Australia?
I was in Sydney most of the time, so Sydney's transportation is really nice.
Yeah.
There's bus, trams, and subway, and I like walking.
Oh, okay.
In Sydney, everything is nearby. Like if you're in the CBD, CBD is the Central Business District. I used to live there, so 한국으로 치면 it's like Gangnam, but it doesn't have the vibe of Gangnam. So it's like center of the whole Sydney, so everything is there. Like New South Wales Service Center, like those kind of things, is all in there. So to be honest, from my house till Opera House, it'll only take like 30 or 40 minutes to walk. So it's really small, and it took me like 10-minute walk till Darling Harbour. But when I was in like before, I was a bit sad that I didn't have a car, but I didn't have the money to buy a car anyway. So I had a friend that had a car, so she sometimes helped me when I need to buy like heavy stuff, and when we travel, she took me there. The rest of the time, I used to have an electric bike.
Oh.
So, well, Sydney was nice. When I was in Sydney, I used to work as a barista, sometimes as a wait stop. I used to do busking. People are really nice. Some people say like Sydney people are like too busy, and like before me, I had a few Sydney friends. They were all nice, and if you get to know people, they're really nice. Yeah. Are you gonna have this bread?
No, you can have it.
But yeah. So actually, before I went to Australia, I actually had 상담 with him because I told him I want to be in this industry. Like, where do you recommend me to go? Probably. So I like talking, so I could do this way or.
You're a good storyteller.
Am I? I don't know. I just love talking.
Yeah.
So, you know, like every time I edit my video, I get so annoyed. I'm like, why am I talking so much? Like, I need to cut this. And then I talk so much, I'm like, oh. And at the end, it's like I filmed for 30 minutes, and at the end, it's like only 10 minutes. And I'm like, you could have talked for 10 minutes and then save time of editing, you know? I had to watch the whole 30 minutes to edit this 10-minute video. I'm like, Becky, you could have just talked less, you know? But yeah, when they first started acting, the most thing I heard is I speak Korean like English.
Ah, yeah, I can kind of.
Yeah, they say, they're like, oh, 너 되게 한국어를 영어처럼 한다. But that's not good when you're acting. And I fixed it. I fixed it as much as I can. But right now, it's like I've been speaking English my whole time for the past 2 years. even in Korea, like I barely see people. And right now I'm working in an American film, so I've been speaking English a lot these days. And then I noticed I was editing my video before, and I was like, well, my English got better, but then my Korean is like, my accent was like kind of like it was like I was mumbling in my mouth here, like it's the sound like I always speak like this.
Yeah.
So I think I have the lowest voice when I speak English. So how like I kind of like scratch my neck when I speak English. I don't know what.
I think that's a valid answer.
Is it?
You know, like the vocal fries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Yeah. So I kind of have the accent like. There are some words I do this. I'm like, you can say no, but I say no.
Yeah.
You know that video where it's like a famous video where this guy goes to a cafe and then this girl's like, yeah, what can I get you? And then the guy was like, why are you talking like that? Do you know that video? I just realized I talk like that right now.
Wait, where did you live when you were in
Cali? I'm a Californian girl. That's where I got my English. But 71 minutes. How am I gonna edit this video? Wow, I only have like 5% battery left. Do you wanna go to a cafe?
Yeah, sure.
What time do you have to leave though?
Wait, let me check. Because I'm meeting up my friend who goes to Korea Day.